6 episodes ago, we met Domino Squad. Now it's time to watch most of them die. We watched the episode Rookies for our Clone Wars Chronological Rewatch, and now it's time to break it all down.
Not far from Kamino, Domino Squad has been stationed on the Rishi moon, responsible for keeping the cloning facilities safe from surprise attacks. Hidden within a meteor shower, a droid landing pod delivers commando droids that quickly kill the commanding clone officer and infiltrate the base. Fives, Echo, Heavy, and Cut-Up escape through a ventilation shaft where Cut-Up is eaten by a massive Rishi eel. Meanwhile, Rex and Cody arrive on a routine inspection and meet up with the 3 survivors to lend a hand. They work together to retake the outpost, but Separatist forces are determined to keep the base so they can attack Kamino. The clones rig the station to explode, which will alert Republic forces of the coming invasion, but the detonators fail. Heavy volunteers to stay behind, making a heroic last stand before manually destroying his former post. The Republic is alerted to the danger and forces the Separatists to retreat. Later, Fives and Echo are given medals for their service and invited to join the 501st Legion.
The message of this episode is, the best confidence builder is experience. That's kind of an echo, pun intended, of Rex's line to Ahsoka in the Clone Wars movie. In my book, experience outranks everything.
So we know Domino Squad wasn't the most promising batch of clones after seeing the Clone Cadets episode.
Yeah, I mean, they had kind of a rough go of it in training, but they scraped through. But it does kind of make sense that their first station wouldn't be all that exciting. I mean, Heavy hates it there. But I've always liked the saying that the first step to becoming an expert at something is sucking at it. And so, yeah, they sucked at being clone cadets, and now they're getting the experience to become a little better and a little better. Yeah. And I'd say that that is what this story is about, especially for Fives and Echo, who just have a rough go of it. I mean, they lose, like, all their friends.
Yeah. This episode is kind of tough to watch in chronological order because we just got to know these clones and then we lose a bunch of them. 2 of them very unceremoniously get killed off and we lose a third.
Yeah. It's interesting, like, we went into this series saying that we've never watched it chronologically. We've always just watched it in release order. So yeah, it is different going through and getting to know them first and then being like, oh, well, Cut-Up's just dead. Like, Heavy is the only one that gets an actual send-off, I would say. And it's a good one. Like, he gets a last stand. He has that awesome take no prisoners line. So all that stuff was good. But yeah, it's a different experience watching it chronologically. I mean, I think that the message is conveyed pretty well.
Yeah.
I was excited to watch this episode just because it's one that I remember when I think of Clone Wars. It's one of the first ones, like that image of Heavy with his huge blaster cannon, like that just pops into my head immediately. So yeah, it still holds up.
Yeah.
Before closing out, let's go over some of the random pieces of trivia from the episode. CT-327's identifying number uses the very common digits 327, numbers that appear consistently throughout the Star Wars saga.
The handprint Rex puts on Echo's armor was meant to make him easy to distinguish between Heavy and Fives. This is similar to the bloody handprint left on Finn's helmet in The Force Awakens.
The holographic host of the music broadcast mentions the mud jumpers of the 224th slugging it out on Mimban. That, of course, references the muddy, war-torn planet we get to see on the big screen in Solo: A Star Wars Story.
The original premise for the Star Wars Rebels Season 3 episode Double Agent Droid had Wedge and AP-5 revisit the rebuilt Rishi outpost, but that was changed to Killen Station.
You can also find some of those facts on StarWars.com's episode guides, and they're currently doing a chronological rewatch on their website as well if you want to check that out. I'll put a link in the description of all the episodes listed out chronologically, but that's it for today. Next week we'll cover Season 1, Episode 6, Downfall of a Droid, if you want to watch along. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel,
follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook,
and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.